Just played Orcs Must Die, Deathtrap, brand new tower defense roguelike, and it's time for an honest review. So instead of the typical top-down isometric camera that you often see in tower defense games where you are defending against waves in a two-dimensional platformer style game, this is a three-dimensional third person. There are some roguelike elements and some rogue RPG-like elements. You do get six, I believe, starting characters with each a unique weapon, a unique skill set, and they all bring different kinds of traps. For example, you can use exploding barrels on one character with a shotgun. Others are rogues. Some are mages. There's a healer available. There's a warrior available. So there's a wide variety of choice here. And as far as tower defense games go, this one's pretty good. Overall, there are a lot of criticisms right now floating around about this game being too difficult because some of the you're limited in terms of the number of barriers that you can create at the start of each round. Each map is going to be a little bit different. Each character is also going to be a little bit different. But that is most of where the difficulty comes from. Now, however, if you take a minute and set yourself up in this game a little bit better, you are going to have no problem with this game for the most part. It really isn't all that challenging. The challenge comes from some of the maps just aren't quite balanced enough yet. And so there are entry points to the map that can be really difficult on certain maps and really easy on other ones. It can be very easy to channel all of the orcs into one little hallway and then just nuke them down in certain maps, and then virtually impossible on other maps. But having said that, there is an in-game economy and out-of-game economy through talent trees, through you can unlock roguelike cards that make your experience different in different ways. You can experiment with different builds. So whatever difficulty you do have in this game can be overcome to some degree or another. You can also upgrade traps within the game, and as you progress further into the game, it starts to add layers to it. There's bosses at the end of these runs as well, which make the game a little bit more challenging. So overall, I would say this is a pretty good game, in my opinion. There are a couple of issues with map balance, like I said, and some of the classes just aren't there balance-wise yet. And I do think that there's a little bit of a question for me in terms of replayability. But I did spend about 8 hours playing this game this morning and really enjoyed it. I do kind of wonder if I reach the 20 to 30 hour range, how much more I would be able to enjoy it beyond that. But overall, in terms of roguelike tower defense games, this one's pretty well done. So I'm going to give it about an 8 to an 8.5 out of 10. If you played this one, let me know in the comments below. What did you think?